July marks Disabilities Pride Month, a time to take stock of the successes and challenges being made to becoming better allies with those in the community.
Now, Danielle Campo McLeod is joining us live here this morning. She's a Paralympian and disabilities advocate. And Danielle, really appreciate the time and you telling your story this morning, because I think it is so important. You talk about you had one diagnosis as a child and only learned recently that that was the wrong diagnosis. So can you tell our viewers your story and really, I suppose, highlighting the importance of getting a second opinion in many cases?
Good morning, Nick and Jen, and thank you so much for having me. Yes, I was diagnosed at the age of 2 with a form of muscular dystrophy. And as I grew up and I went into the water and I swam to really strengthen those good muscles. And my family and I started asking questions. I wasn't matching the diagnosis and question them. And finally getting, for me, I told as a young adult, my disability could not be passed on to my children. It was not genetic. Unfortunately, we did find out that the type of neuromuscular disorder I have is genetic. And one of our children actually does have it. So as a mom, I had to walk through that process of carrying that genetic guilt of passing this on. But also, it's so important that we know the title and we know where we belong so that we can know how to be proactive. And that's my story about, educating families to keep asking those questions, not being afraid to reach out and say, hey, something's not matching up. Because when have that title and when you know what you're dealing with, you can then go into the different genetic testings, the trials, the treatments. There's amazing research going on. And so that's why I feel it's so important that we get the right diagnosis and we get it early.
Danielle, how difficult was it to challenge and advocate for yourself? Because, when you're not trained as a medical doctor and so necessarily don't understand all the science and, evidence behind it here, you're the layman, they're the expert here. How much of a challenge was it?
Yeah, you really have to be confident because oftentimes I was translating words I didn't understand. That say that ask for those this isn't matching. Can we? And I had an amazing medical team that really walked alongside me, but it took some pushing. It took me kind of saying, I've done my research, I have some more questions, I'm not seeing this happen. Is there something else we can do? Can we keep looking? It took 10 years for me to get that final complete diagnosis.
Wow, what an incredible story. And I just hope more people are watching this and they can advocate for themselves, but also having a support system, family, friends, people who support you, believe in you, also very important, right, Danielle?
Absolutely important. Having my family stand behind me and beside me and absolutely in front of me on the days that I needed it, so very important. And I would encourage anybody going through this right now or suspecting that maybe things aren't quite right, that's where you start. Start with your support system, get that team behind you, and it's a journey.
Okay, Danielle, you've got a beautiful family there and such an important story to tell. Really appreciate you sharing it here on CP24 Breakfast. Danielle Campo McLeod, Paralympian disabilities advocate. Really, really important conversation this morning. Enjoyed it. Thank you. We enjoyed it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.